Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today, Cameron and I, no, wait a second. Cameron is still off with his injury. I got Mrs. Hillbilly with us today. She's gonna be our helper. Historically, we don't really work together very well, so this could be like a bad reality show on TV today. I don't know. We will find out. I'll try and be nice. I'll try. I can't make any promises, but I'll try my best. We're gonna work on this Grand Design Imagine today. We are changing all of the propane gas lines on this because the factory, when they put it together, they cross-threaded the propane line right up here at the regulator. And they said you can't change just one line because chances are you'll never get that hose out of that distribution block up here. I'll show you that here in just a second. And I've already taken it apart from the regulator, and yes, I don't know if that's going to show up or not. But yeah, that was severely cross-threaded. About all the first 2 or 3 threads are gone. So this is all of our new hoses laying here, and this is that distribution block. And yes, I have no doubt that we probably could not get that hose out of that distribution block because I think it's the sealer that they use. It just like welds those things in. So yeah, they just sent us all the hoses. So we had to crawl under it, change all the hoses, run them up through the floor to the furnace, the water heater, the cooktop, and the refrigerators in a slide on the other side of the camper. So we are going to get started here and see if we can knock this out real quick because we're working on Saturday morning and that ain't good. So let's get started. All right, we're going to get started out by getting the clamps off this line. I don't know, it's hard to tell how many be down through there. Sure there will be several. This is what I've always called the trunk line. I don't know if that's really what it's called or not, but see, back in the day this used to be steel. You know, you had your little short piece of rubber hose that went from the steel line up to the regulator, and then back on the back of the camper somewhere you had all your your T's come off the steel line, run to copper lines, go up inside the camper to all the different appliances. Now everybody uses rubber. I'm not a big fan of the rubber hoses. Because for one, you got one bad hose, you have to change them all. That's silly. You should just be able to change the one, but they want them all changed, so that's what we're going to do. Here is the old distribution block. Here is the new one. So I'm going to get that off there. I've already put the new line, trunk line, under the clamps all the way to the front, got it hooked to the regulator. Figured we'd just do it as we was going. Kind of made sense. Oh. Look at Mrs. Hillbilly being all helpful.
Should I tell him it's called?
Cameron might be out of a job. Might just start using Mrs. Hillbilly all the time.
I'll tell him. Hey, by the way, that's called an LP manifold.
The refrigerator line for the refrigerator leaves a distribution block. It's all the way across the camper, over to the slide room, across the bottom of the slide room, up into the refrigerator. So I'm gonna get all these clamps off here, get that line run over that direction anyway, and then we'll be back. All right, I got the new propane hose run all the way to the edge of the camper. So now we just need to get it over to the edge of the room. And it's just, it is zip tied, and along with this spring here.
No.
Spring is what keeps these wires, propane hose, from getting discombobulated, getting tangled up, broken, and all that fun stuff. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm gonna do here. Yeah, there's just a couple more clamps over here. Yeah, they even ran it through a pipe here. Can you go out there where I was pointing? Go to the end of the room. Go to the end of the room. End of the room. Look under. Pull that hose out. Pull it. No, the hose. There you go. Hang on. Oh, okay, wait a minute. We're not gonna be able to do that. We gotta pull it the other way. Here's the propane line that goes to the refrigerator. That's the old one. We gotta get this silicone off of here so we can get it up out of there.
Is there a scraper somewhere I can go get?
Nope. All right, I'm gonna get that propane line off that refrigerator. I always use a backer wrench. See how tight that sucker is. Ah, not bad. All right. There. I'm gonna try and leave most of that silicone intact. I'm gonna try my best to anyway. Just cause I don't know if that's some kind of special silicone or what, but it's a little hard to duplicate. So there's our old one. Now I'm gonna run a piece of wire down in there and we're gonna try and pull the new one up through there.
This is him over here looking for stuff. Oh, he's getting the wire.
Yeah, feel free to be creative.
I'm being very creative.
Good, because I can't make Cameron do that. I give him the camera. All I go do something, I say, if you think something to say, Cameron, say it. Get creative. And when I go to edit, all I get is silence.
Get this out of your eye before it goes in your eye.
I was really looking forward to that being in my eye.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Well, I haven't had anything in my eye yet today. That was going to be the first.
So apparently he's cutting wire and dropping it on the ground. See, there it is. For us to be able to pull.
Because I like to be able to. I like to bend over.
Bust his head open because he didn't get that shut.
It ain't falling.
Okay.
Can you pull that door down?
Okay.
Hey, whenever you're dealing a piece of wire, do yourself a favor. Always bend that end over so you don't get that in your eye and it's flipping around and flitting and flipping. Okay, do yourself a favor.
So I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but they actually ran that line through a pipe. I don't know if I've got the camera, I can't see. But hopefully you can see there's a pipe there that they run that hose through. And we're gonna have to redo that. And I guess that means me and him. And then there's the old pipe.
So I'm just gonna run that wire down through that hole where we just pulled that propane hose out.
I also showed him the pipe that it's got to go through.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably should have tied the wire to the old hose, but I figured it wouldn't be a big deal to get it through there. 'Cause it's just it's not very far down there. Of course, I've been wrong before. Could be wrong this time.
Could it possibly be easier to push it up through instead of going down?
No, I was just not lined up. I think I got it now. If this don't work, I'll go up. Yeah, I could tear all this silicone off here and make getting this through a little bit easier, but leaving most of the silicone will also just make it easier to seal up when we go to seal it up too. All right, let me find the end of the new hose and we'll pull it up through there. Now I'm just running it through that piece of plastic pipe, and we'll pull it up through the floor of the room to the refrigerator. Easy peasy. Factory's nice enough to put plugs in all the end of these lines for us when they shipped them, so that's pretty cool. I think I might just be able to wrap that wire around there and pull that right up through there. I think shouldn't even have to tape it. We'll find out here in just a minute.
You want me to pull up?
Yep. We might have to take his silicone off down there.
Am I pulling?
Only you can answer that.
I guess he's got his forceps. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. We only have to do this 4 more times. The factory putting those plugs on there was actually really nice.
Yeah.
That's one. Like I say, we only got to do that.
3 more.
For water heater, furnace, and the cooktop. All right, so we got that hose up through here. I'm gonna finish pulling it up through here and get it hooked up, and then we'll be back. All right, we got the cover off of the furnace. Our propane connection's right there for the furnace. This is a tankless water heater, I do believe. Well, no, it's not. It's that new water heater that first one I seen of these was last week. So our connection's there. So these hoses are going to come up through the floor, underneath the cabinets or whatever, and come in here to these 2 appliances. And then we've got the cook stove. So we got to get these lines, old ones pulled out, new ones pulled in. So we're going to go inside and get started in there. Let's go ahead and get these connections loose here. So we know they're going to have to come off soon anyway. That rubber grommet pushed through on this water heater. Just about every water heater will have a rubber grommet right here, where the propane line comes through the water heater case. Now we go inside.
So the water heater's right there with the cook stove?
Yeah, it's all right here together. This just lifts straight up on these ones, don't it? Just lift up the back. I knew there was some weird.
Came in.
I know. All the others for the last 30 years picks up in the front. And then they built this thing and it picks up in the rear.
I don't know what you're doing back there.
Nobody else does either because you're not pointing the camera.
Right there. Yes, I am.
That's all right. They can't see down in there anyway because there's not enough light. Now there is. No, I'm not working down there.
Yep. You're not in the way.
Not in the way. I'm not working down in there. So we'll just go ahead and get this off while we're here too.
Maybe you will. There you go.
Oh, I will. I will get it apart. Yeah, I had to slide the stove out just because there was a clamp back there on that back wall. So we can put that back for the time being. Now we got to get to the furnace and the water heater.
I think it's crazy that they're all right there together.
It's pretty typical, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, so you can tell I don't. This isn't my job. He loves campers because they're so convenient.
No, I love campers because they're always broke.
Your new camper owner did not want to hear that.
What's the truth? Okay, it might be a good idea to tie that wire to this one.
Okay.
Before we pull
Where
it out
is
there.
the wire that you cut?
I don't know. I'll have to find it.
I'll find it.
Okay, you can find it. I'll let you.
Looking. You're on your camera, just so you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right, this is the hose for the furnace. I went ahead and tied my wire to the end of it. Let's see if we can work it down out of the floor. Yeah, we certainly did. Easy peasy.
And you said furnace was
Probably gonna be the second longest one.
Second one?
Probably the shortest one, but we're gonna find out for sure here in just a minute.
okay.
All right, the light is in there. Go in there and see if you can get a hold of this wire and pull this hose up through the
You
floor.
gonna do it or do you want me to do it?
It might take both of you. It's hard to say.
Oh.
I'm
So
gonna
it might take
send
both
in,
of us. It's hard to
Mrs.
say.
Hillbilly and the
Man, I hate
customer
that we're
inside
tracking in your movie.
to pull on this wire
Home.
and
Can you?
work that hose up through there.
What he doesn't realize is I can't get down anymore.
Okay. It's up.
Okay,
Oh,
go ahead and finish pulling it up. Okay.
okay.
If you can get that wire off of it, you can go ahead and run it through that clamp.
Do you want to take the cap off it first?
I can do it out here.
Okay.
Take the
If
wire
you'll
off and
take
do
the wire
what?
off and run it through that clamp and back down that furnace where it came from, and I'll get a hold of it out here. The customer is
We just
young
did
and
windows
thin
and
and
siding.
got long arms. She's actually gonna run this hose out here to
Or
me,
should I say he just did
and then I'm gonna
windows
hook it
and
up.
siding.
We got it pulled up through the
All
floor.
right.
So.
Here is the wire that he
Yeah,
wants you to
she's
run
gonna
through.
run right down through here, and then I'm gonna hook it up. Oh, perfect. All right, just hang on there just a minute.
Oh,
All right, so this is the water heater one. I've already got the wire tied to it. So get down out of there. There it is. All right, Mrs. Hillbilly, you want to go pull on that wire?
us through.
All right, so we got the old one pulled out, got the new one pulled in. Now we gotta feed it through to the water heater, and we'll get this one hooked up. All right, I am going to start the leak down test. I'll think of the correct word here in a minute. Show you how that works here. Let me go cut the propane on real quick. Make sure all these knobs are off. Drop test, that's what we're getting ready to do. So I'm gonna get my manometer out here. Oh. I've already got this burner tube off of this valve on the cooktop, oven, stove, whatever. Put my little manometer on there, my hose, turn that valve on, and as you can see, we have just a smidge over 15 water column inches, which that's fine. Spec is 11 to 14. Yeah, the spec is 11 to 14, but you know, every manometer is a little bit different, and actually, I mean, that's plenty close enough. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go cut the propane off at the bottle, at the propane bottles. Then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to bleed this pressure down to 10 water column inches, and then we'll shut the system down and we'll wait 3 minutes. That's the new standard with the rubber hoses, is to wait 3 minutes. If it doesn't leak down, I think more than like 1 or 2 water column inches, then you're good to go. So let me go cut the propane off. While we're doing that, no, we're just going to go ahead and do the leak down test, and then I'm going to start going around and just spraying soapy water just to make 100% sure. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So all these fittings at the appliances, I'm going to go ahead and spray them with soapy water. And make sure we don't have any bubbles. I'm going to go out and do the water heater and the furnace, and go around and do the refrigerator. So y'all hang on, I'll be right back. I sprayed soapy water everywhere, so I can stand this up here where y'all can see it. Now I'm going to bleed the pressure off of the system by opening a valve, a burner here. You watch, I mean, it takes quite a bit to start bleeding the system off, but you'll see that drop. I can smell the propane, and yeah, I mean, it's not that much propane. So, and as soon as that needle starts dropping, we're going to cut it off anyway. There we go, see it? Now I'm going to bleed it down to, try my best to get it down to 10 water column inches. Boom, right there. I am going to set my watch, the chronograph, start counting. When we get 3 minutes, if it hasn't dropped, we're good to go. Battery died on the camera. Let's see if we can get this thing focused here. There's almost 5 minutes, and focus. We've actually made a little bit of pressure, so we're good. Yeah, so we're good. We got no gas leaks, so we're gonna just finish putting everything back together here, and we'll be right back.
Oh, you need to get your other helper.
She may not be one to be
She
on
said,
camera.
no.
All right, well, there you have it. There is replacing all of your propane lines on your Grand Design Imagine camper. There they all are, just because the end was bad on one of them. So yeah, that's an awesome system if you ask me. So hey, we didn't have any big fights, no knockdown, drag out fights, or I didn't even raise my voice. That's like a record. So thanks for Miss Hillbilly coming to help me today, and a customer with her long arms. I'd have never been able to reach that one hose without her help. So hey, that's all we got today, and we're gonna go down the road and fix another one. And y'all have a fantastic day. Yes, we are, because we're going up here and work on this water leak.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
y'all have a good day.